What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the King Kane Way. It's me. I'm here. Just here to give you guys a review over the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 4, Episode 12. This was a great filler episode. This episode provided a lot of shade, and there's a lot of shit that I have to discuss about this particular episode. I did enjoy this episode, and I just thought it was really cute. So when the show opens, we see that the charges have been dropped against Michael Beyond Darby. If you don't remember, if you haven't been watching, he has this big scandal going on about him allegedly grabbing one of the cameraman's butts. One of the cameramen who worked for production on the show. He grabbed his butt. And, you know, the guy was taking him to court. The guy felt totally violated. So those are the charges that I'm speaking on. Those charges have been dropped. All of the ladies are, like, reacting to that news. Everyone is pretty much on the same page as far as the circle goes. With the fact that it's still strange. Like, you've had all of these instances where you've done gay shit. And at the end of the day, something happened. Giselle hit it right on the head when she said white privilege and money. I totally agree. I feel like he's a white man in America. He's a rich white man in America. So with those two powers, you know, you can pretty much get what you want to get. So they say. So at the end of the day, it does seem fishy, and I believe that Michael did do something, but towards the end of this review, we'll get into why I feel like he had to have done something. Okay? Next, we see Ashley getting ready for the Fox 5 interview. This is going to be the first time that Michael Beyond Darby has a opportunity to address the allegations and address everything now that everything has been dropped. And let me just say this. Just because an allegation has been dropped does not mean that nothing happened. If you ask me, I feel like it was settled outside of the court. I feel like a check was cut. You know, essentially hush money for the camera guy to just shut the fuck up and get out of town. Now, I am curious to know if the cameraman will ever come back around. Because on Atlanta Housewives, we see Nene done choke one up, beat one up. Now we got Michael over here sexually assaulting folks. Bravo, you better be careful. You bets to be motherfucking careful. Ashley's on the phone with her mom. They're just talking, and her mom is she's just like, Mom, this is not fair. I break down every time I think about it. That. She breaks down. She's crying to her mom. For me, just Ashley's whole demeanor this episode is like, damn, I know this shit is tea, and I know that this shit is going on. And she just doesn't really seem like herself. She looks a hot mess. Which she always looks a mess, but she looks a hot messer, if that's a word, and I'm not here for it. I don't go up for it. Ashley is just disappointing. I feel like if she will own the fact that her husband and her swing, or that her husband is a little bisexual and he like to suck on a little dick every now and then, I feel like, bitch, just say it. It is what it is. But the fact that she's just trying to have his back and do this and do that, like, that's your husband, I get it, stand by your man, but at the end of the day, bitch, everything is not bullshit, okay? All rumors stem from some bit of truth. That's how I feel, my personal opinion. Moving on, we see Karen. She's at the house with Raven. Raven's home. Raven is her daughter. Raven is growing up to be super, super cute. She's in college. Her and Karen, they're chit-chatting, they're talking. Raven's hair looks better. And they have a little conversation about, Raven's grandparents, which are Karen's parents, who just recently passed. And Karen showed Raven like this really cute video of her and the grandparents where they were in sound body, mind, and spirit and health. And, her daughter broke down and she cried a little bit. And, Karen just let her know, baby, that it's really going to be okay. Mommy and Daddy loved you, and they loved to hear you sing, and you sung so beautiful at the funeral. And Karen lets her daughter know that Karen is really good close friends with Macy Gray, which I didn't know, but I'm like, come through Karen with the celebrity friendships. So she's like, yeah, she's cool with Macy Gray, and she tells her daughter like, hey, you're gonna go to the studio with Macy Gray and lay down the track. And the daughter is just so happy, she's so ecstatic, and it was a very beautiful scene. It was a really cute moment. So good job, Karen. The next time we see Raven and Karen, they go to the goddamn studio to see Macy Gray. Macy Gray, look at how Macy Gray looked. And what's happening is Raven sung a particular song at the funeral, and Karen wants that song recorded so she can just have it for a memory. She wants to honor her parents with it. So I thought that was beautiful. Now, however, when the daughter got, in the booth, she was a little throaty for me. She was a little all over the place vocally. It wasn't really anything that I appreciated as someone who has a musical theater past. It's not a voice that I liked, but Macy Gray gave her some great instructions, some great feedback. She told her to calm down, just be you, and relax. And when she did that, her throat opened up. It was much more fluid, and she hit a cute little run. And I was like, okay, Raven, okay. I think with posture and training, I think that she could probably do a little something, okay. Next we see Giselle, Missy Ash. She's watching the Darbies on the news. She's at home. The bitch done made her a bag of popcorn. She's honestly a whole mood in this moment, but at the same time, girl, I just feel like, like she is not looking good. She is not looking good this season. She's so fucking lame. Next, I'm like, okay, Monique, we see you working on your intro to her, she has a podcast, a Not for Lazy Moms podcast, and she done recorded her voice, and she just in there, talking to the engineer, how she wants it to sound. She's getting ready for season 2 of her podcast, so it's real cute. I think it's real cunt. It's good to see her working and staying active pregnant, I love that. Ashley's there. Monique tells Ashley that she feels that Candace has been putting her in the middle of their beef, trying to make her pick sides, and she's not really trying to pick no sides. And Ashley lets her know, well, she said that you laugh and kiki about my situation too. Because Monique's whole stance is she's not going to kick somebody when they're down. She's not trying to join the bandwagon of talking about Ashley and her marriage or lack thereof and what they're going through. So she's actually been like kind of supportive. But they did a flashback and you see her continually laughing and gagging and shading Ashley in the situation. So Monique, pick a motherfucking side. Pick a side. And then Ashley tells Monique, well, Candace said that you've been doing that. Well, I just told y'all that they did a flashback. And she's like, girl, no, she's the only one that texts me and be doing all this. And so Monique shows Ashley some text messages from Candace where Candace is just getting her life off of Michael been on Grindr Darby's accusations and allegations. Let's not forget the ladies overheard Michael say, yeah, I would suck his dick. Talking about one of their husbands. So at the end of the day, Ashley, your man is just gay. Stop deflecting, bitch. Monique, I really didn't feel like you needed to show those receipts. Like, girl, at the end of the day, you know what you said, what you've done. You know what you're trying to do with with Ashley, you know, you're trying to be a good person. Y'all are trying to do that whole thing and have that friendship. So, okay, that's cool. Just do that. Like, shut the fuck up. Next we see Sir Robin. She's having a girls' night where they're putting on lipstick, and this is the most feminine Robin has ever been to me on the show. She has on heels. You know, the girls are there. They're putting on lipstick. They're having a good old grand time. Giselle and Katie come. Katie has this weird, you know, if you peel a banana and then you turn it inside out, that's what her wig is giving me right here in this area. Like the bangs, like one of the bangs was going right down here, the other bang was going up here like that, and it was like the wig was talking at us the entire time. Like, Katie, what the fuck is going on? Y'all know y'all could have told Katie to fix her fucking wig. Why would y'all allow her to come on this show looking like that? There's something seriously wrong with Katie. I haven't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if it's cokery, but I think there is some type of drug malfunction that she's going through the whole time she's there. She's geeking. She's geeked up. So she's very, very weird. But anyway, so they all go talk. Giselle, Robin, and Katie, they're all chit-chatting. Katie basically gives the girl some tea on Michael Biogranda. Darby, she said that her boyfriend, Jacob, went out on a double date with them, Jacob and Katie, and she said that Michael been on Grindr. Darby told Jacob, yeah, when I call you, you better answer on your private phone. And she said Jacob told her he felt like it was some flirtatious shit. And my whole thing is, okay, so Michael, you grabbed Katie's ex-boyfriend, Andrew. You grabbed his butt season 1. This season, you done flirted with Jacob. You done said, yeah, I'll suck his dick. And then you have this allegation on you about grabbing butt. Nobody, my nigga, that's 4 fucking accusations, period. That's 4 accusations, bro. Where there's dust, there's fire. And actually, if you know what I know, you better get up out of that shit, because this is only the beginning, you know? He's getting very much rapist tease. So if you know what I know, you better take your son, because you just had a son, and y'all need to run for the motherfucking hills, bitch. Because honestly, it's too much. So everybody's just like, oh my God, like, this is too much. Katie calls Ashley stupid. She's like, bitch, if you can't see that this man is a whole punk out here, then you're just stupid. And she's just ignoring the signs. Moving on, Monique and Chris are at home. They're putting the crib together. They discuss, you know, Candace being angry because she doesn't agree with her all the time. She doesn't really like hanging around Candace like that anymore. She just wants to hang around positive people. Monique says she doesn't like hanging around people who take joy and pride when somebody else is going through. I totally felt that. Next, we see Ashley and Michael. They're on their way to Robin's event. She's having a birthday party for one at this like it's like a spook Halloween theme. So everybody's supposed to come and like you know, just come and enjoy the function, have a good old time, kiki, and get real candid. So, you know, that's that. Michael's acting very nonchalant about the situation. Like, oh, babe, nothing happened. I knew that things were going to be dropped. Ashley is just sitting over there driving the car in total distress. She looked like an evil witch. She has this straw hat on with this big bushy hair. The girl is going through. You know, and that has to be hard to find out that your husband is a punk, especially, you know, in this type of situation. Not only was it national news, but, you know, these ladies are going to eat at it every time. You know, he also says that, you know, he misses hanging out with Juan, which is Robin's husband. And if you watch the show, you can see the infatuation that Michael Darby has for Juan. So if you just watch it and get on into it, you'll see that infatuation. Next, we're at Juan's 40th B-Day party. It's a dope haunted house. Giselle gets there. She goes straight forward. She's like, oh, so no charges? When she sees Mike, and, you know, he's just like, oh, yeah, of course nothing was going to happen. And just, it's just a bunch of weird energy. And I think that Ashley and Michael both know that he paid some people off to to cancel the situation. That's what the situation is giving me as a viewer. It's very, very awkward. You can tell that something is going on. Candace and her man gets there. You know, the men speak, and Giselle and Robin and Chris, everybody speak, and Ashley speaks to Chris, Candace's husband. But when it comes down to Candace speaking to Michael and Ashley, it was very like awkward. It was like, hey, it was a little cute little wave to the Darbys. Very, very awkward. Robin and Juan and their kids arrive. Karen comes. They all go in the haunted house. The haunted house is scary as fuck. They got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They got people popping out, people hanging. But it looked like a vibe. Candace was totally scared. She told one bitch, I see you. I see you. Don't hop out. Don't hop out. So it was a very cute event. I lived to see that type of stuff. Giselle tells... Oh, so after the haunted house, they go inside the little farm area to have drinks and cut the cake and kiki. And so all of the girls are talking. All of the girls, Candace, Ashley, Giselle, Karen, and Robin, they're all talking to Ashley. And they're like, girl, so what is going on, bitch? Like, okay, the charges have been dropped. So, like, what's the tea? Like, you can talk about it now, bitch. Like, you done ran everybody else's tea all goddamn... for the past 3 seasons, so now it's your time to talk about your tea. Giselle tells Ashley that she looks a mess. I was like, ooh. Because Ashley walks over there and she's like, yeah, I just really haven't been myself, yada, yada, yada. And Giselle's like, yeah, you don't look like yourself. Like, you look a mess. Like, for real, for real. And they're all talking and asking her questions. She's still defending her man. And everybody's like, okay, you know, Karen's like, defend your man, stick by your husband, but at the same time, you have to be honest and you have to be truthful. You know, we already know Candace is over there going for the jugular. Well, girl, everything is not bullshit. Like, it's just not. Like, there has to be some type of truth. And now Michael is told the story that he bumped into the guy on accident, and you know, everybody's just like, we don't really like it. Giselle and Ashley start kind of going at it. Giselle said, girl, it was just a question, because Ashley is like, well, last time I saw you, you was like implying that he had did it. And Giselle was like, well, girl, I'm just saying, when I'm out and about, people ask me about my business, and the next thing they ask is, well, how's Ashley? Like, what's going on with that? So, girl, sorry for trying to be cool and be a friend and trying to kiki in the moment in the situation. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You're still being messy, so whatever. Then they bring up the fact that everybody has been kikiing about it, and Candace is like, girl, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what you and Monique talked about. Everybody has been gagging about your motherfucking situation, bitch. Not just this party, not just that party, not just me. Everybody. So whatever Monique trying to come back and tell you, and now she supports you, and Ashley lets that be known that Monique been supporting her. Monique and Candace is like, girl, everybody been gagging at your situation, bitch. And my whole thing is Karen just lays it straight out on the table about everything. Just basically like, at the end of the day, Ashley, if it's true or if it's not true, it's not even about the fact that your husband might be gay. It's the fact that your husband could be a possible rapist, bitch. And I totally understand that. And Karen has been raped as a child, so she kind of already has that energy where she's just not here for it, period. So it's just awkward. It's just awkward. Then at the end of the fucking episode, Bravo, they drop the unseen footage where they're at the rainbow party and everybody's looking for Michael, and Michael has his microphone on, and you see him you see him walk past the cameraman, and the cameraman says, hey, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And Michael was like, oh, no, like, it's okay, it's all good, like, no, I didn't mean anything by it. Then it fast forward to later on, and you hear Michael arguing with the guy on Michael's mic, and Michael saying, I did not touch your butt. I did not touch your butt. So my whole thing is, and then you see Michael go right over there and kiss Ashley and kiki with her, and it's like, boy, now you know you grabbed that man's ass. Why is you going around grabbing folks' ass? You're a sexual predator. You're a sexual predator. I don't see it for sexual predators. I don't see it for people who try to force themselves on people in situations. Like, that's just way too much. Like, you're a sexual predator. It's not cute. And at the end of the day, someone please call 911. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this review. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn your notifications on, follow me on all of my social media in the description, okay? Love you guys.